What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Barbecue. What I'm going to be doing in this video is we're going to be making some beef and broccoli in our pressure cooker. The pressure cooker I'm going to be using is called the ICOOKPOT. This company reached out to me and asked me if I wouldn't mind doing a few videos on it and let them know what I think. You know what I told them? As long as you send this fly red one right here, I'm good to go. This pressure cooker looks nice enough to probably go ahead and sit on my counter, so we might rock it like that. Anyway, if you are interested in this pressure cooker after seeing a few of my videos, links will be in the description where you could buy them. Like I said, this is going to be our maiden voyage. As far as the beef and broccoli goes, it's a very simple recipe. It does take a few ingredients. Let's get into those. These are the ingredients that I'm going to be using. As always, I will be having the ingredients and amounts in the description below. What we have is some chuck roast that I cut thinly. I did take a meat mallet and pound those out a little bit just to tenderize them. We have some black pepper and some red pepper flakes, some minced garlic, minced ginger, sesame oil. Actually, this is olive oil, excuse me. This is the sesame oil, soy sauce, brown sugar, chopped onion, beef broth, some broccoli that are cut into florets. I do have these cut a little bit bigger. I do like to have a little bit bigger chunks, but cut those whatever size you want. And we're going to be using some cornstarch. Now, as far as this broccoli goes, we really don't want it to be cooked too much. What I'm going to do is just add a little bit of water. And I'm not going to use the steam tray or anything. I don't think we're going to need it for this. We're going to add our broccoli in. Get our lid on. And we're just going to cook it for, I'd say, about 3 minutes. So we're going to go to pressure cook, and we're going to do it on low. Now that our broccoli's cooked for 3 minutes, we're just going to go ahead and set it aside in a bowl, and we're going to go ahead and flour up our beef and get that ready to get sauteed off. So let's start working on that beef. The first thing I did was put the saute feature on this ICOOKPOT. Now we're going to go ahead and add some of our olive oil and let that start getting heated up. In the meantime, I have a bag of just about 5 tablespoons of, let's say, a quarter cup of cornstarch. We're just going to start dredging our meat in there. I do have a little bit of flour with this cornstarch as well. And I'm going to add just a little bit at a time just to make sure it gets fully coated. Now that our meat is coated, let's just go ahead and get it in our pressure cooker. We're just going to cook this until we get a nice little browning on it. Now, if there's a little extra cornstarch in there, that's actually a good thing. That means we're not going to have to add any cornstarch down the road to thicken it up. So we aren't going to want to cook this completely through. We just want to make sure it's a little bit brown, which should take about another 5 minutes. So now that our beef is pretty much browned up, we're going to go ahead and take it out, set it aside. And all this down in here is going to be kind of what helps it thicken up down the road. And some of this should come up when I get done sauteing these onions. So we're just going to let this keep on sauteing until the onions become softened. Now that that's gone 3 minutes, we're just going to go ahead and add all the rest of our ingredients. So we're going to go ahead and add our beef stock, if I can get most of it in the pressure cooker, our sesame oil, our pepper and red pepper flakes, brown sugar, soy sauce, and our beef. Gonna go ahead and give it a good stir. And now set it up to pressure cook. So now all we need to do is get our lid on, line this up with our unlock, turn it over to lock, hit pressure cook. We're gonna wanna cook for 12 minutes. And we're going to be doing it on high, which it's on right now. And it's going to start pressurizing. And once it's done, we're just going to go ahead and rapid release the pressure. All right, so our pressure cooker has already ran its 12 minutes. We're just going to go ahead and hit the rapid release on it. And once that is done getting depressurized, we're going to go ahead and plate up. So this is a done deal. Let's go ahead and get this top off. And it looks delicious. It looks all thickened up, so there's no need to add any additional cornstarch. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and throw this in a bowl, and we're going to go ahead and fold in our broccoli, and that's going to reheat the broccoli. So that is a done deal right there. I'm going to go ahead and plate this up, do a taste test, and see what we think. So let's get into this and see if this ICOOKPOT put in some work on this beef and broccoli. Man, I'm telling you, this stuff is good. My only complaint is I didn't cook even more of this beef because this stuff is off the hook. Very tender. Anyway, like I said before, link to where you can buy this pressure cooker is in the description below. Run by there, pick you up one. I'd like to thank you guys for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. I do appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.